Mark, congratulations on being appointed as our new Richmond women's head coach. How does that feel to be embarking on this new role?
Well, firstly, thank you. It's a very exciting opportunity, something that when it was actually I was made aware of it, it was something that I thought would be a really good chance to explore working with a team, but in a head coach capacity.
Absolutely. Can you, for those that don't know, can you touch on your recent coaching experience and the role you've had at Harlequins?
Sure. So over the last 3 seasons, I've been involved with the Harlequins women's program, and that sort of started initially as an assistant coach, working alongside the head coaches there, Gary Street and Karen Finley. And then over the course of the last couple of seasons, I was fortunate enough to be offered the role of leading on the development side, and also becoming the lead coach on the Centre of Excellence program as well.
Fantastic.
So that's what I'm doing.
It's obviously a very exciting time for our women's section at Richmond as we move into a new chapter in the Championship South. What are you most looking forward to in this new role?
First and foremost, looking forward to get back out on the pitch, coaching actually. It's been too long. I think one of the things that drew me to the role was the fact of the ability to work with high quality of players at a club that has a really rich heritage within the sport. And I think that it's something that's manifests itself in terms of not just on the pitch, but also off the pitch as well, in terms of that whole one club ethos. I think it's something that I was really attracted to. Obviously really keen to meet players officially and set about that process of thinking now what that journey is going to look like, and really get back into the competitive element of the sport.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that they're meeting the players. I guess, is that your sort of short-term goal, is to come to the club, get to know the players, and then really start to plan for the season ahead?
Most definitely. Obviously without a confirmed return to play date, in the absence of that, the 10-week sort of pre-season phase that we'll go through is somewhat of a movable feast at the moment. That said, if given this time, it's a great opportunity to have one-to-ones, but also group meetings with the players to get a sense in terms of where their head's at, what is important for them, what they want to get out of the season, but also share my vision for where I think I'd like us all to go and where I believe we can go.
Yep, you mentioned your vision there. What sort of type of rugby are you hoping to implement with Richmond and the culture you envisage?
Well, culture is pretty key and fundamental to what happens on the pitch. So for me, culture precedes the performance. And that's something that both myself and the coaching staff would look to lead, but it was also something that has to be reinforced by the players. I think one of the first things that I'm keen to make sure that we get back to is a sense of fun and enjoyment of the game and playing the sport in the shirt. And so, in terms of what that looks like specifically, obviously getting to understand and know the players, where we're strong, where we could improve, will dictate to a degree some of the style of rugby that we play. And that will evolve over a period of time as I get to know the players better, but also in terms of being able to understand where our strengths and weaknesses are.
Yeah, you mentioned it before, but obviously at Richmond we have a great one club model. Are you looking forward to working with all the other coaches, so the men's coaches, to really improve all aspects of your role and the women's section?
Oh, very much so. I think it's a great opportunity to share ideas, but also draw on the experience of obviously Steve Hill, you know, the likes of Robert Powell. You've got some outstanding coaches there that have done some great things with the men's side, and it's you know it's great to have that at my fingertips and have the ability to draw on that experience and discuss various things that I may have in mind with the likes of that coaching team, but also the broader team as well. You know, in terms of, because it's more than just the coaches and the players. It's the whole sort of gambit of, you know, the other staff that are there, such as the physio staff, the S&C staff, everyone in the club. And as I've said, it's important in that culture that we recognise that what happens in the field is a culmination of a lot of different aspects of what happens within the club as a whole.
And just finally, what is your message to the players, the support staff, and the fans as we look forward to you joining the club ahead of what should be a really exciting season?
To the players, firstly, I'm really excited about getting to not just meet, but also get to know you as individuals, understand where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to achieve. In terms of the fans and supporters, I'd like to build on, you know, the rich heritage of women's rugby at Richmond, and take that to a new level in this new era that we have, and build a platform that really will sort of traject us into wherever we want to go. So the key message for me is excitement and eagerness to get on and get back on the park, and, you know, really just to try and bring that sort of fun element and expansive rugby back to the game when we are actually given a chance to do so.
Absolutely. And we can't wait to have you at the club, and can't wait for you to be in your role and the season ahead. So thank you for your time today, Mark. Really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you at the athletic ground very soon.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for your time. And I'm looking forward to that as well. Take care to everyone and stay safe.